What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review of the Oral-B IO Series 8 electric toothbrush. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this toothbrush, including one thing that you should definitely know before buying. So guys, I've been testing out a number of different electric toothbrushes, trying to figure out which one I actually like the best. This one is at the top of my list. It is one of the better ones that you're going to find out there. A lot of cool technology. I'll go over everything, and it also connects to an app. I'll talk all about that in this review. But yeah, overall, very happy with this toothbrush. Does a great job and frankly feels pretty good as well. So before we jump into the app and I show you all the functionality there, which honestly is where the cool stuff is, I'll just kind of talk through some of the things that you should know first off before we do that. So first, this comes with its own case, which hard to open with one hand, but it comes with your own case, which is basically a travel case. We can disconnect this at any given time, and we can put this into here, and it actually carries two of the brush heads. So you can put a second one here if you want. So just a nice little carrying case for travel, etc., if you need to do that. In addition, it comes with 3 different brush heads. I obviously haven't even needed to use 2 of these as I've been testing it out, but we have this one here that I have been using. And then it has the charger here, which you place it on, and then it will start charging. Now, it's worth noting mine isn't charging because this isn't actually plugged in, but this is basically what it looks like. So super simple, nice little charging pod as well. Now, the brush itself, this is some of the cool functionality. So first off, this brush will connect with the Oral-B app. And again, I'll show you the app in a second, but that will actually help you properly brush, which honestly, I wasn't brushing properly. I didn't know it. Haven't been doing it for years. And this app really helped me understand that. But to kind of, go over everything that this brush has. So it has different modes. So you can turn it on and you can see that so this is the time, right? And then you have gum care. So this is just if you're massaging your gums. Intense, which is the strongest setting. So basically if you want to have a really intense brush. Super sensitive. I actually tend to use the sensitive one. Just because it helps. My teeth are a little sensitive. This is the daily clean, which would be good for most people. And then sensitive. This is the one that I use right here. And then the whitened version as well. Now, you can also notice that there is a timer here. Okay, so it will basically go for 2 minutes. It goes 30 seconds, then 30 seconds. The idea is that for 30 seconds, you'll concentrate on one, like the top half, 30 seconds, the top right half, another 30 seconds, top left half, and then bottom right, bottom left. That's the idea. What you're going to notice here, which is kind of cool, as you're brushing, let's say I was using this right now, at 60 seconds, it's going to kind of buzz. So listen for it here. See that? So that basically lets you know if this thing is in your mouth, hey, it's time to kind of change your position of the brush. So yeah, it does that. Really cool. In addition to that, so you're going to notice something. So you notice how this is white right now? It basically means no pressure. We're going to press it down. Green means you have the correct amount of pressure on your teeth. Red means, hey, you're pushing too hard. Don't push so hard. So you usually want to stay in the green while you're actually brushing. You also notice that if you stop before 2 minutes, you're going to get a sad face. That's because the recommended amount of brush time is actually 2 minutes. So if you stop before that, the brush is sad and letting you know that it's not happy about it. But that's all cool and everything. It's nice, cool as a brush overall. Let me show you really quick. I just want to show you how strong this thing actually is. So for this, I just got a cup with some soap in it, and we'll actually put this in here. And I just wanted to show you, that is how strong it is. And this is on the daily clean, right? So it actually does an amazing job of cleaning. You can see it's kind of spitting soap everywhere. But it does a really good job of cleaning overall, if you're curious how strong it actually is. It does a great job overall. So now that that's all done, let's talk a little bit about the app here. So this is the app, which is pretty cool in what it does. So you want to get a score much higher. I actually use this a little bit I've used it for a little longer than this. This is just from today because I don't have, it's hard to explain, but the app is on the phone that I'm recording on right now. This is from a different phone. So my data is not actually synced. But this will give you an idea of how it works, right? So what happens is when you're actually doing, all of your brushing, what will happen is it'll essentially be guiding you to concentrate on each of these sections, right? And right now in the last brush, it was 38% covered. But if we go to the history, we can actually click into these and see, how long they were, the coverage involved. This is for the entire week, right? We can see all this information, how the pressure has been. You'll recall in the last brush, I was pressing way too hard. It logged that, right? It actually will log all this, the brush time, how long the average brush is. That's been kind of screwed up just because, like I said, I've been pushing on it. And then brush guard. This is basically a question at the end. It asks you, hey, is your gum bleeding? It shouldn't be, but if it is, you tell it. And this actually logs all of your brushing sessions. So that's all pretty cool. One of my favorite things actually is this right here. So the goals section, you can actually set up goals, right? And like I said, on the phone that I usually use, I actually have this set up. But if you want fresh breath, plaque fighting, whitening, gum, it basically will help you try to get to that. And then it also has like this little awards section, which will actually show you medals. So they've essentially gamified, brushing teeth, which is like the most boring thing in the world. A lot of people forget to do it, but it's an amazing way to make sure that you're doing it properly. Now, lastly, this is the last section here, which is devices. So if you have a particular brush, this is the one that we have connected right now, and you can adjust your preferences here too. So if you want to adjust to a longer time, etc., you could do that. One thing too, you can get notified when it's time to replace your brush head, which is actually a much bigger deal than I realized, because it is important to have the really firm brushes. I can't tell you how many times I've just kind of let this go, and I think most people are the same way. I kind of let it go and just say, whatever, I'll eventually, do it and get a new one. You're actually supposed to really replace those. It is really important for the proper scrubbing. So anyway, you can set it up too, and then under more, there you can set up other settings and functionality that you want. So yeah, guys, overall, really, really cool brush. A lot of cool technology in here that I just think is really neat. So the only thing I think you should know, so for me, like I said, I have kind of sensitive teeth. So I didn't use super sensitive. I found that at too low of a setting, but I just did the sensitive setting. And I found that my teeth weren't bothered at all after brushing. I did note that when I was using, I think I originally just started on the daily clean, that my teeth got a little sensitive, but I do have sensitive teeth. So just know that if you have sensitive teeth, that's maybe one thing that you'll have to adjust a little bit and make sure that you get the proper, type of brushing that works for you. But overall, really, really good brush, really cool technology, does a great job in establishing your brushing habits, and I definitely have no problem recommending it.